want you all to look at this, because I'm gonna do what they used to do at burlesque shows when I used to go. And that was they'd break for a while, everybody would go down the aisle and they'd sell popcorn. I'm not selling popcorn. I'm selling these reports. But guess what? It's a $4 price. So like they used to say at the burlesque shows, we're gonna give it to you real cheap, $3. You can't take just the bargain. However, with one thing, we don't have much change. So if you got $5 and you wanna support what I'm doing, pay $5. I have stacks of these. When you break after the movie, someone will be there to relieve you of your money, but in exchange, you're gonna get a fabulous report. It will not only cover the Twin Towers, but Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and the Pentagon. It's worth it. Believe me, it's worth it. Okay, so everybody saw, Hal, did they see this one too?
No, I'm gonna pass
All right,
one.
pass that one around. Make sure everyone looks at it. Okay, what's Pogo Petition 2007-01? Well, here's what it is. This is it right here. You can pick it up online, by the way. Sent to the director of the FBI, New York office, Pent Bomb investigation. Request for better information from bad information. We're telling them your information sucks. We want better information. I give the references, I won't bore you. From bad information, listen to this. Based on references 2 and 3, between 6 and 9 of the FBI's alleged hijackers are still alive. Pretty good. God could walk on water, the hijackers could get out of the plane and still be alive. Not a bad deal. The FBI failed to look beyond the hijackers and has not yet investigated the scientific facts found in reference 3 and 4 that disprove the government's pancake theory explanation of how burning jet fuel caused the Twin Towers to collapse. The FBI failed to explain why key testimony by eyewitnesses that explosions occurred in the basement before the plane struck the towers was omitted. Pent bomb, P-E-N-T-T-B-O-M. Remember that acronym. Here's what it means. It means Pentagon Twin Towers bombing. Bombing, get that word. That's the only true word the FBI has ever said in all the years it's wasted with its Keystone cops running around chasing their tails. They refuse to answer my petition, and I'm going to kick the FBI's ass, if it's the last thing I do, and force them to do it. How? I went to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and I'll just digress to that for a minute. And I wrote 2008-01 Pogo petition, and I'll get into that afterwards. Let's go back. For better information, FBI. I like to make fun of acronyms and words. 1, review the references 3 and 4 thoroughly to understand the scientific facts that will lead to a determination of what caused the Twin Towers. Reference 3 and 4 is the 9/11 Pogo News you can pick on online, and reference 4 is the commission report, which I hope you will all buy. I need the money. I'm broke. A, the 9/11 Pogo News to learn. A, Marvin Bush, the youngest brother of George W. Bush, was an officer in Stratesec, a corporation responsible for security at the World Trade Center. Of greatest significance is the contract termination date, 9/10/01. Get the picture? Somebody knew there was no need for security on or after 9/11/01. B, seismographic evidence detected explosions in the basement of the 2 towers before the plane set. You know all about that. And both towers collapsed in the same time as a free-falling body. A quick review of high school physics. The equation, S equals 1/2 GT squared. It describes the time it takes for an object to free fall. Okay? S, the distance, the height. And G, the acceleration of gravity, 32.2 feet per second squared. And T, doesn't depend on the weight. The first evidence that I produced for the 9/11 Commission report in 2004 is I did the calculations that proved that the approximately free fall time of around 8 to 9 seconds was exactly the same time the government said that those buildings fell. Proof they fell in free fall. Can only happen by controlled demolition. There is no other way. Okay, that finishes that. Let's go to Pogo petition.
Don, it's about 20
2008-01.
minutes now.
I want to just get this one in,
Okay.
the hell with the time.
Just let
Hey,
me know.
hey, Hutch took up part of my time, so I'll use some part of his time. Right, Hutch? Okay. Pogo petition 2008-01. This was sent to Christopher Christie, New Jersey U.S. Attorney General. Please answer yes or no to the following statements. 1, based on the federal government's own indisputable evidence, indisputable, 9/11 Pogo News 12706, underground explosions occurred in the basements of the Twin Towers and WTC-7 before the plane struck the Twin Towers. 2, photographic evidence, front page of the Idaho Observer, you all saw it. NIST is unable to explain the Twin Towers collapse, shows a core column cut at an angle confirming the preceding statement. 3, the FBI is responsible for determining who placed and detonated the explosives. That's what we pay them for. They're not doing their job. They should be fired. Attorney Jay Kramer of the NYC FBI Legal Department has agreed with the following interpretation of the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. The right to petition implies the obligation to respond, otherwise the right to petition is a meaningless right. 5, do you agree with the above interpretation of the First Amendment? Hey, look, this guy's a lawyer. Do you agree with the First Amendment of the Constitution? I'll get to what his answer was. It shouldn't shock you. You know what this government's like. 6, Pogo petition 2007-01 has been available to the NYC FBI since June 7th of last year. The FBI has had sufficient time to accept or deny the 3 points of indisputable evidence presented to them. 8, the U.S. Attorney prosecutes criminals based on evidence presented to them by the FBI. Okay, based on the preceding evidence presented to you, I am requesting the New Jersey U.S. Attorney to send a letter to the New York City FBI, attention Jay Kramer, he's a lawyer, stating, the New Jersey U.S. Attorney General agrees that the New York City FBI is legally obligated to respond to Pogo petition 2007-01 and had sufficient time to do so. If this petition is not answered by 3/10/08, that's today, we will forward this request to the New York U.S. Attorney General to begin disciplinary action against the NYC. 9, will you send the above letter or your own with similar language to the New York City FBI? Mr. Christie's own words, no comment. No comment. Okay. Final thing. I sent an invitation, by the way, you're gonna like this. This was sent to John, quote, I won't speak with you. That's what he told me. Mershon, Director, New York City FBI, and Christopher, quote, no comment, Christie, New Jersey U.S. Attorney, and your employees. We the people invite you to witness the marriage of truth and justice in accordance with Pogo petitions 2007-01 and 2008-01. Donald C. Meserlian, P.E., a.k.a. Pogo, will be officiating per the attached invitation. RSVP, refreshments will be served. Is anyone here from the FBI or the U.S. attorneys? Raise your hand, please. Thank you. I'm glad you didn't attend. This proves you're a bunch of goddamn liars and you're covering up the truth. I rest my case. Final thing.
John,
This will be fast. This will be fast.
I know, but this is.
Okay, the last one. Brattleboro battles tyrannical bastards. Anybody here of Brattleboro, Vermont? Okay. I'll go quick on this one. Mark Twain said, loyalty to the country always. Loyalty to the government when it deserves it. This government doesn't deserve any citizen's loyalty. It deserves to be kicked in the ass and thrown out and overthrown. That's what I want to do, overthrow the U.S. government. Okay, okay.